Welcome back to Undisputed. The Herd is coming up next right here on FS1. So let's check in with Colin this morning. Hey, Colin, what is on the show today?
Is Dak Prescott going from dependable Dak and devoted Dak to delusional Dak? We'll talk about that. Top of our show.
All right, Colin, thank you. Well, get this. Luka Doncic set a new record over the weekend, but it really didn't have anything to do with his play on the court. A one-of-one rookie card that was signed by Luka sold for $4.6 million, far more than any LeBron or Michael Jordan rookie card has sold for. This just adds to Luka's popularity after becoming a starter in the All-Star game thanks to the fan vote. So, Shannon, are you responsible for this? How do you explain Luka's popularity here?
Some things you just have to comment without offering an explanation, Skip. He's immensely popular, Skip, but there was never going to be a one-on-one of me. There's going to be a two-or-two because I'm going to get one of those. There's absolutely no way. And I think that's what LeBron, because Skip, remember LeBron card? Sold for all that money. He's like, hey, I got a couple of these. And that's what Luka said, okay, you can make two, but I'm getting one of these. Skip, I'm surprised. Look, I don't really know the memorabilia market. I don't know, I know the Honus Wagner, I know Mickey Mantle, some cards. Some, if you got a signature on it, some they don't want the signature on it. So I don't really know how they rate this. I know Mint State and all that other stuff. I get that. But Skip, $5 million, I guess they said we're going to buy early and sell late.
Shannon, I'm still baffled by the runaway popularity that made Luka the preseason MVP favorite. He's a below-average shooter from the three and from the free throw line. He's been terribly unclutch. He was 0 for 13 during the regular season on late clutch shots before that recent game in Boston. He plays little to no defense. He never says anything that's very entertaining. He's not a great leader. His body language can be pitiful at times. I don't. What am I missing here? What has vaulted him to the top of popularity? He's rivaling LeBron's popularity.
Well, clearly, Skip, they believe that he's going to be a historically transcendent great player. And what you do is that you try to get something early, and then in 10, 15 years from now, that card's probably going to be worth, they're hoping, 10, 15 million.
Doing something right.
That's a lot of money for a card, Skip.
$4.6 million worth. That is it for Undisputed. We're back same time tomorrow. Have a good day. So LeBron James has made the NBA All-Defensive Team 6 times, and 7th might be around the corner, according to Kyle Kuzma. Over the weekend, Kuzma tweeted this, retweet for King James, All-Defensive Team. Shannon, do you agree here?
I 100%. I 100% agree. I 1,000% agree. I wholeheartedly agree. Skip, he's playing really well. Skip, even though AD has missed, a third of the season, LeBron has really held it down defensively. And I think a lot of that has to do with that. Skip, I'm not saying they're a better defensive team without Anthony Davis, because clearly they're not. But I think it forces guys to lock in more because they don't have that protection. They don't have that cloak that's draped around them that's going to meet somebody at the rim, that's going to alter the shot. So now we have to lock in even more. We have to be really attentive. Our film study has to be spot on, Skip, because I don't think anybody's practicing right now because of COVID protocols. Basically, you're watching film, and then you're going out there and play. Your practice time is the first quarter when you're trying to feel out your opponent. But Skip, he's been very, very good, Skip. He's #1 in defensive win shares. He's #1 in defensive rating among players that played at least 30 minutes per game. Skip, he's as good as advertised. He's as good as we've seen in the last 2 or 3 years. And we saw what he did on Friday night against Portland, where he had, the four steals and the 3 blocks, and then he followed it up with 2 and 2 on Sunday night, Skip. He's playing can he sit in the chair like he did early in his career? Nah, that's not what he is now. He's not going to do that. And we don't expect him to do it at 36, carrying the offensive load that he carries. But what he will do is that he will anticipate and pull an Ed Reed on you. He will chase you down. And then we saw the other night on Wiseman, he said, hey, meet me at the top. I got to talk to you. Wiseman tried it. You like James Wiseman. Did the same thing he did to him and your guy from San Antonio when he blocked it. You talking about he couldn't jump. Yeah, we'll meet you at the summit. How high you going, Wiseman? That's how high you can go? Okay. Go. Get it out of here. Tiago Splitter, that's who he blocked.
Oh.
Tiago Splitter.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about Jakob Poeltl. Shannon Sharp.
We been did him, man.
This is a very difficult topic for me because I have a confession to make.
Ah! What is it? What is it? I want to hear.
Last night, when this topic reared its ugly head, thanks to Kyle Kuzma, I thought, well, I'll check on individual defensive win shares that you just mentioned. And
Okay.
I was shocked. I was shocked. I fell out of my chair to find LeBron James is ranked #1 in the NBA in defensive win shares. That's impossibly good. It's great. It should have been a part of your argument yesterday when we were talking about LeBron's MVP case, which I thought had taken a huge hit without AD over this 9-game stretch into the All-Star break, in which we said he could make or break his MVP case. And he got off to a 1-4 start. You lost 5 more cases of Diet Dew to me. I am rolling in 2021. I have a whole swimming pool full of Diet Dew. Yeah.
What about Schroeder not playing? Shouldn't I get a mulligan for Schroeder not playing?
Them's the breaks. And if he is the best player on the planet, it should have been, it wouldn't matter whether it's Schroeder or Fooder or Luder, or it doesn't matter who it is who's not playing for you, because you still had KCP and THT and all these other players that you've raved about, Markieff Morris. You got enough players that if he's that good, he should have gotten through this stretch without Schroeder. But the point is that I had no idea he was ranked that high defensively. And by the way, for those who don't follow this, the top 5 is LeBron and then Gobert. What's he, at least a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. He's second.
Yeah, it looked like he's going to be 3 times.
Maybe. And third and fourth on the list are New York Knicks named Julius Randle and R.J. Barrett, because the Knicks are suddenly 18 and 17 under Thibodeau and ranked #3 in overall team defense. So he has got them doing what he does best. His calling card is defense, and they are playing defense for new coach Thibodeau in ways that the Pelicans are not playing defense for new coach Stan Van Gundy. But then I gave you 3 and 4.
And
what's that?
What's Frank Vogel's calling card? Defense. And who's the #1 rated defensive team?
They're
Lakers.
#1.
And they haven't slipped even since Anthony Davis went out. They're still #1. And it's led by who? Who spearheads that unit? Go James. He is the MVP because, like you said, that's what they said about Giannis when Giannis was winning it.
Yeah.
Giannis plays both ends of the court. Okay, now we got a guy playing both ends of the court. Keep that same energy for Goat James.
GOAT with quotes around it, because I point out Michael Jeffrey Jordan made, what was it, 6 first-team all-defenses, and LeBron's made...
No, he made like 8 or 9. He made like 9.
What am I thinking of?
He made like 9. Yeah,
LeBron's
Kobe
not
and
even
Jordan.
in the ballpark of Jordan.
We got 5, Skip. We got 5 first team. But I'm just saying, but see, you said if LeBron is the best player on the planet, he got to hold this thing down. Well, Jordan was on the best player on the planet, and he didn't do anything until Scottie Pippen got there. Now, I want to know, if he's the best player
That's
on the planet,
not
why
true.
couldn't he get past the big
No, he was already a defensive force before Scottie Pippen got there. Sorry.
No. I'm talking about win. I know what Jordan was defensively, but you got to be able to win. You got to be able to win championships. You got to be able to win games.
Scottie Pippen went along for a great ride with the true GOAT.
Don't do that,
the
Skip.
one
Don't
and
do
only
that.
GOAT.
Is Scottie Pippen a top 50 player?
Okay,
Is Scottie Pippen a top 50 player? Yes or no?
No, he's not. I know he was voted that, but I don't know how, because he's just not that guy. Go see what happened to Scottie Pippen once he went to Houston and then Portland, and tell me he was a top 50 player without Jordan.
He was old.
All right, so the point is, going down the list of the top 5 in individual defensive win shares, I got to 5 as Mike Conley. Utah's ranked 2nd overall in defense. And guess who's number 6 on the defensive win shares list? Kyle Kuzma. I was shocked by that. So you got LeBron 1 and Kyle Kuzma 6. And Kyle Kuzma is making the public case LeBron should make the all-defensive team. And I think he means first team all-defense. Well, so far, so great.